Our legend continues. Welcome back to the Sanders Report. I'm Greg, and if you're enjoying our content, please consider visiting us at patreon.com/SandersPresents and supporting the channel by sponsoring us and becoming a patron today. We have two tiers available, a $3 tier and a $5 tier. At that $5 tier, your name is carved into the mythical Nern Stone, and it is featured in every video along with these other lovely people. In addition to that, at the $5 tier, you also receive regular comic book drops, and both tiers get access to a number of Discord goodies. So thank you all so much for your support and your continued sponsorship. So it is Star Wars Day. The 4th will be with you always. I love Star Wars, if that's not obvious. It's not really a hidden thing. I love Star Wars. I do. Grew up with it. I love it. So it's May the 4th. There's a whole bunch going on. We got Star Wars Celebration. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Bad Batch Season 2, Andor, Mandalorian Season 3, Tales of the Jedi. There's a ton of stuff going on with Star Wars, which leads to a bunch of bullshit. Clickbait. Easy to put out, easy to go, yeah, I can make a simple deduction and this is probably going to happen. Because Star Wars Celebration is also this month. At the end of this month is Star Wars Celebration. And most of the Star Wars material has been very quiet. I've been talking about this for the first half of the year. It's pretty obvious that the reason this is going on is because Lucasfilm is saving all of their big reveals for the panels that are taking place during Star Wars Celebration. If we get announcements beforehand, I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I will be surprised. So what does that mean? That means you can pretty much search up Star Wars and you can find something somewhere, some type of empty clickbait where people are saying, I've heard there's going to be an Andor trailer and announcement at Celebration. Of course there is. There is no sources needed for that. That is a simple deduction. Andor is premiering this fall. I mean, absolutely it gets a trailer and a release date. I mean, that would not shock me at all. We might not get a release date, but a trailer, I feel like, yeah, absolutely. And then other bullshit. First look at Mandalorian Season 3. Again, it doesn't take anything to say that. Of course we're getting that. There's literally a panel called Mando Plus. Of course, and Mandalorian Season 3 has wrapped filming. Of course we're going to have some kind of sizzle reel at the end. I mean, come on. Of course we are. Of course. Bad Batch Season 2. Yet again, there's a bunch of bullshit that we're going to get a Bad Batch Season 2 trailer. None of this has anything verifiable. It's just because it's Star Wars Celebration, and so it's easy to track, it's easy for the clickbait, it's easy to run because, frankly, if you come out and say, hey, I heard we're going to have this during Star Wars Celebration, the odds are so much in your favor. It is so unlikely for you to be wrong. There's no amount of trust needed to even be placed into this kind of information because it's not real sourcing. It's not legitimate sourcing. It's literally something anyone can deduce because it's Star Wars fucking Celebration. It's kind of a big fucking deal for Star Wars fans, especially because of the absence of, this was supposed to be during the dark times of the pandemic, but of course it got delayed and it got canceled from its original. So now we're having it in May 2022 during the 45th anniversary of A New Hope. All of this absolutely is likely to appear. I'm not saying we're not going to see these things. I'm saying that there is no proof in terms of sourcing this information because literally anyone can guess this and be right. You have, in my opinion, a 98% chance of saying something will happen during Star Wars Celebration and being right just because of how much is in production, just because of how much has wrapped production that we know is coming. You have a 95% chance of saying we're going to get a Mandalorian season reel and a Mandalorian release date for Season 3. We're going to get a Bad Batch Season 2 trailer and a release date. We're going to get an Andor trailer and a release date. We're going to get a Tales of the Jedi announcement and a release date. It goes on and on and on because technically Tales of the Jedi hasn't been announced. It's just on my list. I know something Tales of the Jedi was being worked on at Lucasfilm. I say was because the way they cancel shit, it's impossible to know. But Tales of the Jedi was something being worked on. Now, whether or not it shows up, I don't know. I mean, that's my whole point of this entire video. There's a ton of clickbait. There's a ton of bullshit. And combing through it is 100% impossible because, again, it's Star Wars Celebration. You have a 98% chance of saying bullshit. It's sticking, and that's it. It's clout chasing. It's clickbait. It's all empty. There's nothing to legitimize any of it except it's Star Wars Celebration. That's it. That's it. You could easily make a video saying we're going to have this at Celebration and you have a chance to be right and literally have no source or anything to back it up. And it can appear like you have a source because you're going to be right because it's Star Wars Celebration, because they were saving everything for Star Wars Celebration. They need something for this big 4-day event. They want to control the market for 4 days. They want to control social media for 4 days. They save everything for these 4 days. It's just good business. On top of all of that, Obi-Wan Kenobi will be premiering during it as well. It's a big fucking deal. Now, the stuff that goes further out, Acolyte is supposed to start filming in October. So maybe we get a casting announcement for that. Maybe. Ahsoka, as of the recording of this video, Ahsoka, the limited series, should start filming, which means almost everybody should be cast. So we might have the cast come out. We might get a casting announcement on who's playing Thrawn. We might get some information there. But again, this is all just... This is speculation driven by production documents. Like, again, I want to make that very clear. I'm looking at production documents going, okay, this stuff is really far along. They're not canceling this. The Ahsoka series is happening. It's filming. They more than likely have a cast. We could get a casting announcement there. We could get some kind of announcement, maybe a release window that, hey, this is coming in 2023. And then, of course, the big one, Star Wars. When is Star Wars coming back to theaters, right? We've heard about Rogue Squadron. We've covered it on this channel. We've heard about the conflicts with it. Again, other things we've covered on this channel, we've heard that it is official. Rian Johnson's Star Wars films are not happening. That's what, again, there's so much to comb through because of it being Celebration, because it's easy clickbait. May the 4th. There's so much to capitalize on in terms of clicks, clout chasing, and empty bullshit that could go somewhere just because it's an event season, right? So there's a ton of it. There's a ton of it. We can look at it and we can make deductions. All of us can on what's very, very likely to appear here. I feel like we have to hear something about the future of Star Wars in theaters. I feel like we have to. I don't think that future involves Rogue Squadron. Not in the immediate future anyway. I think it could. I think it's very likely that we'll get. I would love to get the Rogue Squadron movie. I think we will one day. I think that's still a possibility until it's outright canceled. But right now, it doesn't feel like that's going to be the big thing. We'll see though. I'm happy to be wrong, absolutely, and I'm happy for quality Star Wars content, especially in theaters, because I love Star Wars on streaming. I love Star Wars on theaters. It's an experience, and it's a nostalgic one at that. And again, there's bias and nostalgia at play in everything every human does. It's unavoidable, and I own up to it absolutely, to my nostalgia. I kind of am surrounded by nostalgia. So, what's your favorite rumors? Let's do that. It's May the 4th. We're at the cusp of it, and I'm very excited for Star Wars Celebration and to celebrate all of that with you during those 4 days. But what's your favorite rumor? What is the show you're most looking forward to? What do you want to see get announced? What do you think Tales of the Jedi is? We've talked about it on the channel if you've been following us. What do you think Tales of the Jedi is? Animation is what we've heard. We'll see what ends up happening. But what do you want in terms of announcements? And what is the future of Star Wars in theaters? What do you think? Again, it's May the 4th. There's a whole bunch of Star Wars coming, and Star Wars is very near and dear. I love it. I love it. I love it. George Lucas created something incredible. George Lucas, Ralph McQuarrie, Ben Burtt, Irvin Kershner, Richard Marquand, they all did. They all did an impeccable, amazing job bringing Star Wars to life. So, let me know. To my patrons, thank you so much for your support and your sponsorship. And if you're able, please visit us at patreon.com/SandersPresents. That link is available in the description below. While you're down there, you can also join our amazing Discord community, The Tower. That invitation is in the description below. And you can order my debut novel, 89 Instrument of Destruction, from Amazon. Please consider checking that out. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Share our content with your friends. It helps immensely with YouTube's analytics and algorithms. Above all else and most importantly, stay safe, take care of others, and remember, the 4th will be with you always. Bye, everyone.